this week's episode of Restaurants Near Me, we're finally returning to Colorado Springs. I'm your host, Larry Hers, and I'm gonna take you to 5 restaurants in 5 hours. Let's eat! Monseys Pupuseria opened in 2011 here in OCC. I don't know what OCC was till I got here. It's Old Colorado City. That's in Colorado Springs. And when we decided to film Colorado Springs, this was the restaurant that so many people said we had to come visit, and now I know why. So this is an example of cuisine you'd get in El Salvador, pupusas. And pupusa is a tortilla loaded with meat. Here, this is the Colorado pupusa. So, all right, Colorado, what do you think they're gonna put in it? We got some green chili, we got chicken, pico de gallo, a little aioli. Well, that explains why people told me to come eat here. That is exceptional. It really is freaking delicious. Stuffed plantain, got a little ground beef in here, some jalapenos, pickled red onion. Again, a combination I've never seen anywhere before. I got some black beans in there too. Meat is tender, flavorful, has to die for. I want to stay here, I don't even want to keep going. But for you guys, I'll try another dish. So we got smothered yuca fries here. Onto the smothered yuca fries, red onions, a little queso. All 3 dishes, unique, delicious, cooked to perfection, flavorful, well balanced. Nothing's too spicy. I'm so glad we got great weather today. This patio with these views, exceptional. Urban Steam opened 10 years ago on the edge of downtown Colorado Springs as a coffee shop that served a little bit of food. And the demand for the food was so great that they expanded the food menu and expanded the whole restaurant. Start with coffee in the morning, whiskey in the afternoon. Starting me off with a Bloody Mary. You might have seen I might have cheated a little bit, not a little bit. I don't know what the heck they're doing, but absolutely one of the better Bloody Marys I've ever had. Cuisine-wise here, they're doing what he's calling Australian style food. And I'm like, what does that mean? Well, Australia is got a melting pot because they don't really have their own cuisine. So they borrow from all areas around Australia. And that's what he's doing here. So we have a sunrise burrito here. This is absolutely one of the biggest burritos I've ever seen in my life. It's gotta be a 2-pound burrito. I don't think this is meant for one person. You can put whatever you want inside it. This one happens to be no meat. So it's got potatoes, eggs, cheese, obviously tons of beans. And then the burger here is their Gringo burger. The Gringo burger is a 3rd-pound burger on a brioche bun with carnitas on top of it and creamy jalapeno sauce. I'm gonna start with the burrito. I don't know where they're finding a tortilla this big. I've never seen one this big. I usually like meat in my burritos, but I don't think this one needs any. There's so much going on. Now I know why they've expanded twice. People probably come here just for this burrito. All right, let's get into this Gringo burger right here. Never had carnitas on a burger before. These are like all my favorite things in one place. A burger, carnitas, jalapenos. Let's eat. That's a 10. Got just the right amount of spice to it. Getting me on the back. So many restaurants, you could tell they're buying frozen burgers. This is fresh meat right here. The owner here told me why the ingredients are so important to him, that he doesn't get them on the major suppliers in a truck. He goes and handpicks them all, and now I know why. Handpicking your ingredients leads to better food. The warehouse opened 26 years ago, and the new owner bought it 8 years ago. And what are they doing here? Elevated new American food. Great example here, we have some elk loin, and we've had so much calamari over the years, but this one, I've never seen anything like it. Sesame crusted, we have a pineapple ginger sauce and shishitos, and this margarita looks delightful. Southwest margarita, cheers. Let's start with the calamari here. Combination of shishitos and calamari together, not seen that. Sesame, pineapple, that is a lot going on. It's so funny, you eat so many calamaris and you think there can't be a new way to make calamari. This is the way to make calamari. Yeah, it's really good, in case you couldn't tell. It's crispy yet still tender. Some of the better calamari I've ever had. All right, on to the main attraction. We have some Colorado elk loin right here, sweet potato hash, got some scallions, some jalapeno, got a bacon jam on here. I actually become a real big fan of elk since doing this job. You know, it's basically like steak, but tastes better. Scallion, jalapeno, sweet potato hash, and elk. What could be bad? Holy sh**. Nice job, chef. That bacon jam is money. Elk cooked to perfection, beautiful mid-rare on it. This is absolutely worth the drive to Colorado Springs just for this elk. It's really good, that's all I can tell you. This building's been a warehouse since the 1890s. Originally, it was used to store valuables. Now they're storing valuables on my plate. The Rabbit Hole has been in business for 10 years. And usually in this industry, you don't want a basement restaurant because they say a step down is a step down. But in this case, this restaurant, it works, it's a home run. Rabbit Hole, Alice in Wonderland, yeah, it's got a little bit of that theme in here, but it's not like over the top in your face. It's subtle. This is their signature margarita, the White Rabbit. We got some coconut rum in here, vanilla vodka, a touch of cream, and a flaming marshmallow. If you're gonna do charcuterie, do it right. They're calling this their meat and cheese nosh board. I love the word nosh. It's a nice Yiddish word meaning eat, let's eat. So what we have on here, chef's choice, so changes, and their local meats and cheeses. Bring all your friends. This could easily feed 4 people. That jam is my jam. So onto the cordon bleu, it's panko crusted, whipped potatoes, got some glazed carrots on here. And yes, the Rabbit Hole, they do have rabbit on the menu. You can actually get a rabbit meatloaf. You don't see a lot of stuffed chicken anymore, but there should be more stuffed chicken. Very moist on the outside. Love the cheese on the inside, crispy on the outside with the panko. And these mashed potatoes, they must be using a ton of butter because they are delish. Let's cut this moon pie and see what's inside it. Oh, looks like we got a nice little mousse in here. Got a little berry sauce on the side. Oh, I bet that's gonna pair so good with that martini. This is so decadent, you should drape curtains around it. If you're looking for a place for date night in Colorado Springs, you can't beat the Rabbit Hole. Cheers. We're here at Folklore Irish Pub, and it's opening night. And it's not just one place, it's 3 places in one. Next door, they also have the Tipperary, which is fine cocktails, like really amazing craft cocktails. And then they have upstairs 20 seats, and it's called the Studio. And to start off, why not a car bomb? Let's do it. This restaurant's owned by Chef Brother Luck, and he's put Colorado Springs on the culinary map. He's been on Top Chef. He's been on Beat Bobby Flay, and he beat Bobby Flay. He's also been on Chopped. Great example of what they're doing here, of course, with Brother Luck. You know, we're not gonna be doing just standard traditional Irish food. He's kicking up everything a notch. We got a lamb stew pot pie, and these tots here have got corned beef in them. Can't wait to try that. And some smashed fingerling potatoes. Starting corned beef. We don't get a lot of corned beef on this show. Winner, chicken dinner. Tender corned beef. Beautiful little appetizer right here. Smashed fingerlings. I haven't seen a dish like this anywhere around town. Wow, there's just tons of flavor exploding in my mouth right there. I like the way they're doing the lamb stew pot pie here. The puff pastry on top, because you can't do a pot pie to order because it would take too long. This place is firing on all cylinders, and it's only day 1. I'm telling you, this is gonna be the hottest place in all of Colorado Springs. Amazing restaurants, amazing people, phenomenal drinks. We'll see you soon for another episode of Restaurants Near Me. Let's eat.